fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
Okay, just to make sure I'm clear, you have not voted for NFL MVP yet, correct?
I have not. I always wait till the end. I always wait till the end.
I do the exact same thing, but let's just be honest here. Does he still have a shot? Here we are, Week 16.
Yeah.
He's in the race, but is he really there?
Yeah, I think he needs a little help. It's fringe. Don't you agree?
I agree. I think he needs a lot of help. People have to play poorly down the stretch around him in terms of the other people who are the candidates, and he needs to be absolutely beyond spectacular. I think it's going to be really, really tough. But you know something? Being his team MVP, that's not such a bad thing, is it?
No, and he has been great for this team, no doubt about it. 8 quarters to prove himself. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of...
Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Will Lutz on for the point after. This will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Up comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Kamara. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
7-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
throwing here on third down. Darnold. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
22, Christian McCaffrey.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week, well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Darnold from the gun. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7 yards pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there.
Alvin Kamara.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 50, it's Darnold.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And it's third down.
Darnold on third down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And the final 2 weeks, just like a formality pretty much, they're going to be the #1 seed, but there is the matter of that perfect record, 14-0 right now. How might that change how they approach these next 2 games?
And I think what it does is it forces you to come together as a team and as an organization and say, okay, what are we really...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's McCaffrey. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off of play action, Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
To Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll run with McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a run with McCaffrey. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. From the 27, Darnold.
That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Darnold now to throw, and that is incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
Good.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Down by Chris Harris. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's the option.
They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
The tackle by Quan Alexander. That's a gain of 5.
McCaffrey.
3rd and 1.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
The pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The throw complete to Dorsett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's to the 10. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Panthers.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up
on the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
A loss of 4 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
17. Saints 14.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing, and I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Darnold's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, what is that?
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
On 1st and 10, Darnold throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down.
Again, Darnold.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, Darnold. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Darnold from the red zone now. Looking sideline, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Darnold to throw again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again is Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6.
Darnold.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Number 82.
Adam Troutman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Is good.
Extra point good by Prater. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this won't come back.
Yeah, he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Demario Davis there on the stop. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you at home as we take you around the NFL on this 25th day of December. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the visiting Falcons who were able to come away with the victory. 30-24 was the final. From there, it's off to Southern Nevada. Check out the action going on beside the neon lights of Las Vegas. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. In our game, it was Sam Darnold who was on target in the first half. His guys have the lead as we send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
McCaffrey on the handoff. The stop by Marcus Davenport. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
To throw now on first down.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
To Christian McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 7-yard line.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
To number 80.
Again, pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it despite all the extra contact and people around him.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
This is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so big.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Olsen over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
This is McCaffrey. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 29.
Carolina Panther. First and 10.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 13.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 13.
On the ground, it's McFarland. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
Saints 21.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. Open man is the tight end Troutman.
Darnold's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything, nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's had a good 3rd quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the 3rd quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better. He's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
again. They run again. It's McCaffrey
at the 18.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Man, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 20.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Juwan Johnson. A 7-yard pickup.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Darnold from the gun. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, They can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Number 22.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 20.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Darnold. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Gain of 7.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, Darnold fighting through pressure. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here's McCaffrey. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town.